Hello there, you, and welcome to a Stormcloak rebellion, led by none other than Ulfric Stormcloak himself, which today are about to take on the militia forces of Riften. Will the Empire be able to hold firm in the face of a Stormcloak rebellion, or will Jarl Ulfric finally claim victory? As always, if you do enjoy this content, do leave a like and consider subscribing, as that's the best way to support the channel. Now, let's get on with the slaughter. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. The Stormcloak Rebellion here is in full swing, and it's about to attack the village of Riften here. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever actually played Skyrim, but Riften's actually not that big of a town. There's no way, realistically, it'd be able to field an army this size. I mean, it's just 300,000 people here. Riften definitely doesn't have 300,000 people in it. I am quite aware of that, but for balancing today, that's how many troops they've got. Now, the Stormcloaks, on the other hand, quite possibly could field an army of 300,000, them being the united tribes here, as our front line starts to develop really nicely. You can see here, spears are going to be invaluable, allowing troops from who aren't really even on the front line. Look at this. So you can see the troops here with the spears are reaching forward and poking at the front line. That means, at least with the spears at the front, you get multiple layers of people attacking. So this should get really quite spicy, ladies and gentlemen. The rest of the infantry here have swords and axes. You can see that the city of Riften here has brought a couple of catapults and a couple of archers to help out with their defense also. So Ulfric Stormcloak here definitely has his work cut out for him if he wants his Stormcloaks to be able to take this town. Look at this, though. A lovely combat line is starting to develop here. Who's going to win the flanks, though? That is the crucial, critical question. Whoever wins the flanks normally wins the battle here. But that is not always the case. Sometimes sheer weight of numbers can help you win the flanks in the early game, but then heavier troops from the enemy can help them win it back. You can see, though, already troops fly through the air as them catapult boulders come rocketing in here, sending Stormcloaks flying through the air. Again, as well, them archers trying to lend some support, but most of them here have got big round shields. It's going to make it very hard for the archers to actually get any penetrating blows. Though the rocks are going to have no such issue. The rocks don't care about the shield or the armor here. So far, though, like I said, our front line is developing really nicely. We're going to go over to this flank over here to see who's actually winning this one. Now, it kind of looks like the Stormcloaks have got a lot of reinforcements to be able to push into this area. The question is, are they going to be able to keep up the killing pace here with the armies of Riften? You can see, oh my god, I love the colour of Riften. They look so cool. I love that purple and white colour scheme. But look at that, you can see all these spearmen on the front line just stabbing and poking it, chewing their way through them Riften militia. A body pile is starting to form as well. Oh, it's going to be absolutely glorious. Kind of surprised though that we're not seeing more and more people get flung through the air. I guess it's because most of the catapults are just focused on this center line here. Yeah, people are definitely getting thrown about over this side. Oh man, oh that's so cool to watch. Oh my poor dude. But the thing is as well, if you live through getting flung through the air like this, it's sort of, you're not going to live for long. You're wearing a big metal suit of armor. You're going to hit the floor like a damn sarcophagus. Oh my god, look at that. A wonderful combat line. All down here. You can see that both sides do actually have spearmen. So both of them are going to have the advantage of being able to attack the front line without having troops actually on the front line. Who's going to win the village over here, though? At the moment, it looks like Riften are pushing back pretty nicely, actually. The Stormcloaks here struggling to get any foothold. How are we doing on our flank? So, is this... Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, wow. Actually, it looks like Riften are almost outflanking the Stormcloaks here. The Stormcloaks not putting enough troops into this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, the results of the conflict are evident, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, it actually kind of looks like Riften's winning this flank a little bit here. They've got more forces and they're actually spearmen. That's going to be deadly there if they start outwinning that flank. But on this side, actually, it's kind of looking like the Stormcloaks have a bit of an advantage. And when I say a bit of an advantage, my god, that's a massive advantage, actually. They've taken out almost the entire side here now. So yeah, look, they're trying to desperately put more reinforcements in here. RIFTEN are. But I think the Stormcloaks are almost already... Yeah, look at this. They're already through the flank on this end. It might be too little too late here. More and more units desperately pouring in here to try and form some rudimentary defense. But the Stormcloaks really have stormed that flank. The poor old villagers of RIFTEN here are going to be needing to eat plenty of cabbages to regain that health. One thing I always loved about Skyrim is that mid-combat you could just stop and eat 17,000 potatoes to regain your health. Oh my god. These catapults though, they've got to be helping out so much on this front line. Again with the archers as well. While the archers might not be killing anyone outright, they're definitely weakening up all of the units. I mean, look at these guys. You can see how red some of them actually are in the center here. It's a little bit scary, a little bit daunting. Are the Stormcloaks going to have enough units here to be able to push the line? Is the village of RIFTEN finally going to collapse? I mean, it is actually a village. It's not even a town. So yeah, there's definitely no way they'd be able to field this many men. But I just wanted to see a big old scrap from the Skyrim universe. Skyrim there being what happens if you eat too much curry. Oh my god. Look at this. Are RIFTEN actually about to break this flank? The body piles are certainly getting high here. Oh man, this has been a brutal fight so far. It's really interesting actually when you see, look, like this, spears on both sides now. Oh, that is intense. Both of them have the range, so infantry are trying to push in between them, and they're all just getting stabbed instantly. That is violent as heck over there. But I do feel like RIFTEN are slowly getting a little bit of an advantage on this side. The forces are building up really nicely. We've also got a lovely little blood lake starting to form in the background as we scoot down this combat line. I couldn't really say who's got an upper hand at this point. It's definitely too difficult to call. I mean, you've got a lot of forces though, the Stormcloaks have. There's like, what, 220,000 of them still? So yeah, to 190,000 of RIFTEN's forces. I think realistically, the main part of the problem here for RIFTEN is going to be this flank over here, trying to stop this. There's a lot of forces from the Stormcloaks now that have built up over here. And I don't think RIFTEN's really pumping in enough forces to actually be able to hold back this flank. What we're quickly going to do is hit a little time-lapse camera here and see if anyone actually manages to win out this flank. We'll be back in a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and as you can see, the Stormcloaks here have yet to be stopped on this flank. In fact, I'm getting a little bit worried here now, because the squishy archers in the background have become dangerously exposed here. But look at that, they are lending that fire support to that front line, trying desperately to try and take out as many of them as they can. Simply not enough concentrated firepower here yet. The front lines are still looking okay though for now. Especially for RIFTEN at the moment, who's holding out really nicely. Just up that dangerous flank. Let's go have a look at this side, though. See how we're doing over here. So it does look like RIFTEN is actually starting to gain the upper hand then, definitely on this flank. Having stabbed their way through most of the Stormcloaks here. Now, the Stormcloaks do have a heavy axe infantry. That is one of their specialties that they do have here on the front line. Them guys do not mess around. And you can see, look at this. They've actually managed to push forward now over the corpses here. But like I said, I'm really worried about the archers. Now, we have got a big gaggle of archers over this side, so there should be at least some protected for now. However, look at all these guys over here. There's a heck of a lot of them, and there's all the catapults. And the army of RIFTEN is slowly but surely making its way. The army of the Stormcloaks is slowly but surely making its way to that flank. Now, look at this. This is more like it. The forces of RIFTEN now desperately throwing more troops into this flank to try and hold back them Stormcloaks. I could not call this fight at the moment. It is quite literally 50-50 for me. Gosh, I don't know. It's somewhat weird. If I look to the right, it starts to freeze the screen. I don't know why. So we're not going to try and look over there too much. So that's why the camera's been facing this way for most of the fight, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, there's a weird glitch at the moment with these Skyrim units. And when I face the other way, opposite me, it starts freezing the screen. No idea why that is. It's kind of weird, actually, because it freezes the screen, but the battle is still playing. You can see, like, puffs of smoke still going out and stuff like that. It's, yeah, a very strange bug. But yeah, this center line has been absolutely deadly. The amount of bodies that must be underfoot at the moment has got to be slowly but surely getting insane. Look at this. They were fighting over the village before. Look how far RIFTEN managed to push back the Stormcloaks. Oh man, that's insane. So basically then, RIFTEN is really starting to run out of reinforcements here. So they really need to wrap up this flank extra quickly and start moving lots of reinforcements over to this side. Because we are still dangerously exposed over here, even with the archer support. Yeah, look, the archers are starting to get probed now. Oh, payback is an absolute nightmare for these guys. There we go, the IKEA flat pack furniture catapult has been destroyed. Go back to our front line. Because, yeah, look at this. There's still loads of Stormcloaks over here. Man, even with all the catapult support, it's been really difficult for RIFTEN to hold on. Little Timmy be praised. We have got some lovely little blood lakes here. But yeah, come on, guys. You need to push around here if you want a chance of surviving. There's still so many Stormcloaks left, though. It's absolutely insane. So it does look like we've got more and more reinforcements now coming in. It's about time, guys. The archers have been exposed for a very long time. What we need is some spearmen coming to the aid here. To be fair, the archers are doing a bang-up job of just holding them back. Here we go, more reinforcements now coming in. Making a new front line once again. We start to get this deadly forest fight. That looks so cool. Just arrows flying backwards and forth. But yeah, I'm actually kind of hopeful that RIFTEN is going to be able to chew off at least this top half here of the army, and then maybe swing around and start attacking this side. Because we're really starting to run out of reinforcements on our front line on this far right flank. But again, we did get a nice little combat line start to form up. But the Stormcloaks are just smashing through it every single time. Even, like I said, even with the archer support. Here we go, another group coming in now. Right into that flank. Oh, that's so brutal on the front line. The catapults here still lending that fire support. More and more reinforcements though. Like I said, we need to get through this army at the top. We want these reinforcements to be free to help protect the archers down here. Though having said that, at least these archers and the catapults on this side should be relatively protected until the end game, depending on how successful the flank here is. Because this is a large group of archers that we could possibly lose right now. Here we go, more IKEA flat pack catapult furniture is about to be destroyed. There we go. Tidy yourself up, good sir. Thank you. I love how it just leaves behind these little wooden boxes. Like, what the hell? The most neat and tidy destruction of a catapult that's ever been seen. But ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to run out of units. It's getting deadly here. So what I'm quickly going to do is hit a little time-lapse camera and let's see if these two armies can outflank each other and reform a new combat line. I'll tell you what, we're just going to move up just a little bit here because the units will come from the bottom. Okay, we'll be back in a second. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and unfortunately it looks like the village of RIFTEN has been unable to hold back the Stormcloak advance here as this deadly flanking maneuver now comes swooping in through the remainder of the archers here, slowly encircling the last remaining militia forces here. Oh gosh, there we go. That was that freezing thing I was on about. I don't know if you saw that. Let's see if we can get it to actually... Yeah, look at this. So the game's sort of like actually still playing. Oh my god, on the right of the screen, you can see this weird thing with the blood. But yeah, the battle is actually still going. You can see the skill counters still moving. The game's not frozen, because if I move my mouse, there we go. Look at that. How weird is that? It's only if I face this direction. So that was the bug I was on about earlier. So we're going to keep the camera over this side here as we watch the remainder of the RIFTEN forces actually get killed. Oh my gosh, this is Operation Mop Up in full effect here. So yes, it looks like Jarl Stormcloak here is actually finally going to capture the village of RIFTEN. Even though it's got no male population left whatsoever now. They've all just been completely wiped out in this battle. But look at our battlefield as well, speaking of. We got some magnificent body piles on this one. Brittany is truly happy here today. I mean, look at it. It just goes all the way down the line. It's massive. Truly gigantic. Marvelous. Right, go on, guys. Let's get this wrapped up here now. The last back-to-back fighting going on. And the Jarl is finally declaring victory here. My god, there's 44 left somewhere, apparently. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen for him, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my, but all good things must come to an end here. And as always, I do hope you had a blast. I know I did. Please do comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. A massive shout out to all our channel members who help to keep this channel going. And if you're not a channel member, why the heck not? Click the join button down below. And while you're at it, go ahead and check out the amazing Chaotic Pinky store. We got some really cool merch over there. With all that being said, as always, until next time, peace.